creating all of this business on the ground.
Is it?
Man, I've been in the mud. Find some goddamn people. I played some damn feet ball last off.
Alright, so questions. Alright, what made you become a part of the stripper world? Where did you work at before you became a dancer? What's the biggest bag you've ever made? Has the journey been good for you since dancing? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna rephrase it somehow. Have you ever been pimped out? Has a customer ever stalked you? What's the biggest amount you ever got paid from a customer? How long have you planned to dance? And are you currently still dancing? Have you done any drugs? If so, what have you done and did you like it? Would. You still do it. So.
I feel like we definitely need to put some in order so some can lead up to the other questions.
That's fine.
You said do what?
Like put the questions in order so they can lead up to the other one if it's related.
You too much smart. So I'm talking away from it. You turn away from it.
I was trying to see on
So like
Here. Bro, here, bro, what?
I need to put the bowl up.
Go eat, bro. But yeah, that's basically y'all do wanna just keep all of that shit. Keep all of that shit just messy as hell, man. Find all the messy people, all the folks who can really get it started, who really irritating, who really non-boring, who's really loudmouth, who's really outspoken. Them motherfuckers y'all be hearing that be in the locker room. That, some of them. Shit, y'all can do Spanish folks too. You know what I mean? Shit, you can.
oh my god, that girl my sister hates.
Shit, y'all could do that too.
She's so loud.
So all of that, all of them people that's in there, I'm on live too. But all of the people that's in there, yeah, for the, I'm supposed to talk to you in here or something? Huh?
No? Here.
Just go down. Unless y'all. And then last but not least, yeah, fourth thing y'all should be doing is goddamn going so we could set up the streams from anywhere, the cameras and all of that shit from anywhere. So y'all can set a stream up, or y'all can even just set it up just to record, but definitely set it up live though. Y'all could use the same little y'all could either use the Discord shit, get both on Discord and both of y'all can post it to y'all shit, or y'all could just do separate stream labs and stream both to y'all personal sites and but then record to one site. You know, like put it on one YouTube channel. Once it's like recorded and edited. And then that's it for that. But that should take y'all no longer than goddamn 48 hours to actually have this done and ready to go. That shouldn't even be, you know what I mean, something that slow everything down and then you got a slow spike down or any of that. That should be something they could talk about, come up with really as fast as we just redid what we did earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all really can come up with that in some 2 hours, have this motherfucker done and ready to go. Cause it ain't nothing really holding nobody back. Only thing that holding us back is not thinking about it. We been had everything to do with all the equipment. So only thing holding us back is not putting in the order thinking about it. So how many questions y'all think? 10, 15, 20, 5?
I was thinking at the most have 30 prepared.
Hell no.
No?
Hell to the fuck no. What the fuck is a 30-question interview?
Just in case if it's like the yes or no's and it's just short questions. And,
I mean,
or didn't
overall,
want
y'all
to
know
answer
for
some.
overall you gonna know the yes or no's before you even ask her. Y'all could prepare 30 questions, but I'm saying how many exactly y'all want to have on the interview.
Ugh.
Like
Right.
10 good ones that's gonna lead to 5-minute answers. You know what I mean? Or a couple gonna be quick yes answers, quick answers.
So
So
10 good ones,
15.
quick ones.
5 quick ones, yeah, 15. I'm okay with that.
It can't be 10 good ones.
We'll just choose the ones that are best,
So
the ones that would
how
just
long would y'all? It can be.
it could be
It
part
could
one,
be. It
part
got.
two.
It most likely gotta be. The good ones gotta be mostly the ones you just put down in the phone. That's probably all the deep questions, and then the family questions. Okay, so 10 sound good. 10 sound good. So good.
5 quick ones and
Nah,
10.
good 10. Yeah, yeah. Five easy ones after that, and good 10 questions. That's kind of deep. That's ones you already done talked to her about, and y'all know to ask.
So depending your response may be longer too.
A response.
Maybe your
Let me
answer
see.
will be
How they
asked
gonna answer the
after
question?
other questions. You never know. So, um, so what else so far?
Do we want to ask where they from? What's,
I mean, yeah, you
Yes,
definitely.
just to have it, but I feel like it's up to them to let us know if it's okay to put it up or not.
I would say you definitely want to. You definitely want to have those basic questions to introduce themselves.
like, what's your name? Where you from? How
Yeah,
long you
that's
been?
just not a. That's not part of the questions. Yeah,
It's
but
just an
that's
introduction.
yeah part of the when you talk to her. Hey, blah blah blah. What's your name? Where you from?
Wanna say
Tell us about you. Not really.
Mm.
Not really.
They
Not
don't
really.
answer.
This
I feel like some of them.
however they introduce themselves on that part is however they introduce themselves. You might get a stripper that's about 50. She might not want to say that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Unless they
or a
private.
hustler.
Oh my god, Brittany would be awesome.
Brittany. Yo.
She would be awesome.
She. Yo. Her.
So,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
y'all might want to then think about, let me think. Let me see. Let me put this up first. Might
So
want
how
to.
many questions do you have so
Um, two basic ones. Just what's your name? Where you from?
far? That's just basically one. What's your name and where you from? Just one.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Uh, well, yeah. I mean, it's just
Like the
a whole. It's
introduction
just
is
a whole
basic.
introduction question.
Yeah,
It should be
introduction is
more
just
than
like
that inside. Just what's your name? Where you from? Introduce yourself. You probably don't want to
and
ask.
how long you've been dancing for.
Yeah, you probably don't want to ask where they at. You want to keep that out. Keep that type shit out. Like
Hmm?
keep where they at, where they work at out.
No.
Where they work?
Yeah, keep
Oh
that
no.
out of the question.
No.
Yeah, you don't want nobody to get
No.
motherfucking stalked or nothing, man. So what I gotta do? Delete this logic like this.
So
Let's see.
Alright, so nine deep questions.
okay. Say them again. Or you just
Uh,
send me them if you want.
what I can say? What made you become a part of the stripper world? Where did you work at before you became a dancer?
I don't think that's okay.
Where did you work before you became a dancer?
Yeah.
Let's see. New. Let's see.
I don't think we should even
Capture.
What should I work at the hotel?
Huh?
But you know
Oh, I thought you meant like. You see, so then I was a little confused. I thought you meant like clothes.
no, like what's your basic?
What was
If you did something before, like you was a student.
so before dance? Did you say before dance?
Let me run through
Where
prison.
did you work at before you became a dancer? dancing. Have you ever been picked out? Has
Okay.
a
Has the journey?
yeah.
Add something to it. So what was it? Has the journey?
Has the journey been good for you since dancing?
Has the journey been good for you since dancing?
Do you regret it?
Do you regret
Do
it?
you regret ever dancing? Or did it change? How did it change your life? How did it affect it in a good way? How did it affect it in a bad way? All of that, all of that. You about to fall off the couch because you gonna say it. Did it affect you in a good way, bad way?
All right. So do you
So how would
regret do you regret ever dancing?
All of that.
Do you regret ever dancing? Did it affect you in a
I
good
tear
way?
that door right here.
I feel like
Come on, bro.
the do you regret it should be what the do you journey with.
Hmm.
So do you regret it should be like the journey with.
Got you.
And then
Let me see the book.
yeah, right after those questions on how has it affected you in a good or bad way. Right after that.
So I believe you should have a good relieving break in between each 5 of them or so. I think the silly questions should come in between there. 1 or 2 should come in between those. After each 4 questions, maybe a good regular norm. Then back to the deep. Okay, let's get back to it. I give y'all more, verbal content, way to say things and not just be straight to the point with everything. So, add a break in between all of those.
With the what was the most amount of money question?
What's the biggest
Yeah,
amount you ever got paid from a customer?
Let's rephrase that and asking the same thing in a different way. So like, what's the most you've gotten? Like off? Like
What's
the
the
most you've
most?
gotten like offered?
Say it again.
The most you've gotten offered?
Nah,
No.
nah. We want to keep it more deep of how they got there, why they there, like more deep, not exploiting. That would exploit some other shit.
Okay.
That would exploit what you have to do for that money at that point. So we wanna take that out.
Okay. The other ones are: have you ever been picked out? Has a customer ever stalked you? How long have you How long have you planned to dance, and are you currently still dancing? Have you done any drugs? If so, what have you done? Did you like too much?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's cool.
Is yours?
That's cool. If they want to talk about it,
If they wanna
if
talk
it's the
about it.
past, if it's the past, sit down, bro. Sit down.
These questions are they comfortable with or not comfortable with? These
There's some spicy questions.
I mean, that's cool. If they want to talk about that, that's cool.
should we have more than should we have 15 then?
I know that girl gonna be like, oh yeah, no, yeah, I done cocaine, oh yeah,
Oh goodness.
oh yeah, no, I still like it. She talks like, oh my god, but she's like very like, she chews, she's a gum chewer.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
that.
While she talking?
I mean, if y'all got a certified gum chewer, y'all want to renege.
That is
Yeah,
so
y'all want
her.
to renege on a gum chewer.
I swear she's such a character. It's like, I've never met somebody like
Yeah, if y'all get a certified gum chewer, y'all want that. Because a certified gum chewer is going to irritate the audience.
she is the definition of what you see on the movie.
Yeah, nah,
Like those animated girls. The definition.
if you get that certified gum chewer, you definitely need it. That counts for a
Oh
great.
Lord, I gotta start liking
That,
pictures.
I'm so.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
So,
might as well set it up.
so yeah, definitely get
That
that certified
is
gum chewer,
hilarious.
and then
It's way better
we
than
need
the
that. We need that gum chewer. We just need the ones who just y'all know by how the ones that just over fucking talk all the time. Probably gonna be a handful of them, but that's where niggas gonna start at. The ones that'll be on shine will probably be opened up once they see it going, see everybody else doing it, and you know what I mean. But you want, I mean, you kind of want some of those though. I'm gonna not say you don't want none of them. You want some of them that's still gonna have that story that just ain't gonna, you know what I mean, be too boring. I got a great story, but you want for sure them certified so you about to fall out and bust your throat. So, you know, so you, my mama and I said,
Okay.
yeah,
One more
yeah,
fun one. Have you ever accidentally kicked someone with a heel? Was it deserved?
Oh my god! Oh my god, I've definitely did it.
Just trying to.
Just probably bring
That's probably just like
a fight in the club.
an accident. Oh, like, have you ever gotten into an argument with one of your other fellow?
This can be somebody fired
Yeah.
up real quick.
Who?
Yeah, that's a good
Have you ever
question.
fought someone in the club?
Or like argue with him, you know? Argued with another girl,
Yeah, so
had to
one of
get
them
into
I
a
did.
fight, and what was the reason?
So tread very lightly with that. Because
Like,
think potentially that
no
it can go viral and that'll start beef and the motherfucker still right there. So they telling their story and they still gotta see each other. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The one side of the story always gonna sound better than the other side, gonna sound like they wasn't at fault. So of course she gonna explain her side way better than the other person would. So tread very lightly with that. Make sure the beef is not in the same area no more.
I mean, we don't got add everything, do we?
I mean, we don't know how the person's gonna talk after a sip or two. You know what I'm saying? They might get carried away. Y'all also gotta be concerned about the people for yourself. So y'all gotta be concerned about the people for yourself. But we can.
I'm saying like if it don't sound good, like, like
I mean, we don't wanna not add nobody shit, bro. Then they might
no, no,
not
no,
post
no,
it.
no, like add like certain parts.
Man, we want this shit raw.
Oh,
This is not
okay.
this
It's
is not
not like
a
a
cut up
cut.
interview,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
It's not that.
I thought it was like a cut.
This is raw.
Oh,
This is
okay.
first and foremost, nigga. Y'all forgot this is live.
Oh,
So first and foremost, y'all gonna get on that shit. So
What's your stripper song red flag? Like if you hear it, you refuse to dance to it.
was that the funny question or something?
Yeah.
Y'all got all the serious ones out the way. And besides the ones y'all just gotta, y'all remember leave some rooms for the ones that they gonna bring with themselves. They might have some family shit. They might, you know what I mean? Have some family, some fathers, some mothers, some brother sister issues, some, you know what I mean? So they might have some deep shit that happened with a kid they got, or why they don't have their kid right now. They can have all kind of other shit y'all gotta leave room for. So don't make too many questions that going to absorb the whole interview versus some real shit that's going on in her life that some million other people could relate to. And we gonna ask her, vague questions that you're gonna ask this other person and this other person and this other person. So you wanna make sure you think about that too. Make sure y'all leave some room for the personal question. And for y'allselves, put this questions for y'allselves between y'all two. The questions that you're going to ask her personally off camera. The questions y'all gonna ask her personally off camera, basically saying that, all right, so do you have? We want to make a good interview or whatever like that. So we're gonna ask you, we're gonna ask you a few questions just to see if we can find something we can spark from. So do you mind talking about any family issues? Do you have any kid issues, baby daddy issues, any blah 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 issues, had you know what I mean, had issues with a family member that touched you or something like something we can get deep in. So yeah, I wanna personally, no cameras, talk to her on the side and get that deep story and y'all add them questions before right before the interview versus all the other ones y'all already have. So those would be the only ones that y'all would be brand new to. A good three of them that it could be just one big situation, or it could be two. So it might be just one. So leave room for one or two. Uh, leave room for one or two questions of a story that they want to explain on their own, or something that they want to bust out, or you know what I mean, something that they want to let their people or their audience know. You know, something behind their eyes, something that's going on behind their eyes and they brain, something, or what, you know what I mean, something that happened to them that kind of strayed them going to this world, or just not even got nothing to do with this world, just happened to them in this life. Parents could have died, you know what I mean, it could be anything, it could be recent, it could be old, it's effective still. So all of that shit still plays
In their life.
yeah, a big part in their life and in their hustle and their mentality and their everything of why they're in there. So you wanna add that question for sure. So that'd be something you ask them personally before any cameras rolling, anything. So, y'all have room to make it a better interview. And actually them wanna be the meat questions probably don't need to be the start off. The tough questions y'all got now can be, to start off the ones that's gonna be cliche. Y'all gonna ask all of them, everybody. But the one that's personal, that's family, you probably wanna put that like in the middle, or you gotta realize that you might ask questions, they might give y'all some information that could potentially, or y'all might just have to judge it on time. But y'all might ask a question that can potentially make somebody get in their feelings so much that they can't continue with their interview. You know what I'm saying? Like they might get in their feelings so much they might start crying, talking about it. Like it's certain shit in my life I can't fucking talk about without getting a little tear. So you gotta make sure you don't ask that at the beginning. Now you can't get to the rest of the fucking questions because you gotta spend the time on calming her down and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you keep that question middle to the end, but not too far at the end that nobody gets to see that part. So middle somewhere, and then maybe come back and we can get to the rest of the questions and be done. So if it's 15 questions all together, maybe 7, maybe 6, maybe 8. I like whatever, but you gotta, sometimes you gotta feel how it's leading. If the first few questions are just not leading nowhere with the answers, you might gotta go ahead and get to the meat ASAP. If y'all feel it like that, like, you know what, she answered this motherfucker yes or no. You ever worked it? You ever did this? Blah blah blah. This ever happened to you? Like, yes. All right, look, if we get to the meat, you know what I mean. If y'all gotta get to it, y'all gotta get to it.
Yeah. So we'll basically like if they answer a question while responding to another one or something, and we'll just check it out.
I was just gonna ask you that.
We'll just check it out. You know what I mean? If we gotta get to the meat, like you said, we'll just start checking out questions.
You
So we can stay on the topic.
Or you just want to make sure y'all have that, and that's why I said y'all want to plan it. Y'all want to plan it a little bit more than, interviewing everyone is just not a fucking live. It's all on the spot. Like I said, live is live, and interviews is planned conversations that's live. So you want to let her know not to go further than the question. Let's not get further than the question. And y'all want to make sure that y'all know when she's at the end of her question, so y'all know to ask the next question, and y'all don't skip out on some shit she could be saying, and make sure you it's not boring. It's not boring answers. It's not dry. If y'all gotta wake it up, y'all gotta tell her explain more. Give me more. Tell me more. If y'all gotta get more out of it, get more out that shit. So, y'all got 15, 7, and then what was playing too? Depends on the situation. Y'all could fit the mood. Y'all can know a person, y'all can already have talked to or know, y'all can have asked her y'all little questions already, told her what the interview gonna be, and fit the mood. Or like a little briefing of what it's gonna be about, and alright, I've been through this, I've been through blah blah blah, so y'all might could fit the mood a little bit. Y'all could fit the person been through this type of life, y'all could probably try to fit the mood, try to get close to that type of area, the look, the outside area, like that. If the person's the peachy person, living peachy life, you have to go hit the beach, nigga, the park, nigga, and eat fruit, nigga. And if her personality gives you real peachy, if she gives you real ghetto, nigga, y'all might wanna, find something a little bit more trappier, more loungier, or, you know what I'm saying, like. So y'all gotta fit the mood a little bit of the person. Might be a Spanish person, I might have that type of setting, might be this type of person, have that, whatever. It might be Hong Kong, got to go around some dragons and shit, dragons. But we could probably do like I said, fit those parts. Plus, y'all not bringing out no big ass motherfucking film set shit, so the location shouldn't be no issue. You just go in there and do shit with y'all phones in a small cam, or D-cam. So, beach, parks, nigga, boat
anywhere
campus.
outside.
What about inside?
I mean,
Ground wall, arcade area.
you just gotta consider the noise. As long as y'all go check it out first and it's not noisy, go check it out. If it's not noisy, it's cool. I mean, if it's a little noisy, ain't nothing wrong with a little background noise to make everybody more comfortable. You don't want to just dead silent, motherfucker. You feel weird. But just check the area out, see what it look like, make not so noisy, make sure it ain't too much. Cause remember that we talking about a person might get deep. So you don't want to have little kids running around like flicking boogers and blowing their nose and might touch you. You nigga touch me. Flick the boogers.
Oh.
It's going down.
Oh yeah.
But so, hey, you might not want no little booger flickers around. So you just gotta consider that a person might get in their feelings, so they might need their space for that. So it might need to be a little bit more open, outside, private. So you gotta, so they can be themselves without, everybody coming in there, you gotta look off, look around, people walking by, hey, what are you guys doing? All that dumbass shit. Excuse my language, all that stupid ass stuff. I can't think of nothing better. I couldn't think of nothing better. But I don't know. And I would say, if we can, some of these people we meet, if we can get somebody that got like a lounge type area that actually, closed at the time, and we can use the setting, like boat campers, like, or a place that's closed. If we go to a place and they closed, and everybody in around, you can use it just for a setting. Set some lights up in that motherfucker, use it for a setting. So I would say, if it's gonna be inside, it needs to be with some people, stuff we know. That way we can do it privately. Maybe bring a waitress or two around or something. Somebody just bring y'all a drink, bring y'all drinks and whatever. Set the mood, have a name for it. That's the name for it. Set the mood. But nah, y'all can have a little name for it with your girls. What is some don't be so corny talking with the girls. Don't be no corny shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Find something that ain't, just something cool. Something what y'all doing. Y'all getting deep. Setting the mood, setting the, getting the person story out there. So I don't know. Sum up what y'all doing and think about a name for it. And think about a slogan y'all can keep saying. Think about shit y'all can repeat all the time. Y'all got the move or hand shit, but y'all still need this. Some y'all need y'all personal sayings. Cause that'll be y'all two things, but y'all separate thing. Y'all one thing y'all do. Still need that. So think about y'all one thing y'all do. Y'all say all the time. Y'all get your ass back up here and eat your meat. But, and then on to the. I said this shit, y'all can go and test yourself, bro. I would say go test yourself. I wouldn't say call the most furthest girl from y'all. Test yourself with the closest girl to y'all that y'all can fuck up with and they can understand y'all fucking up with. Maybe the fuck up might be good, maybe, for sets a good laughing moment. Unless if you fuck up and put your head down and fuck up. You do that, you fuck up. You fuck up, laugh about it, keep going, you never fuck up. So maybe that'll give y'all some practice to not fuck up and start looking at, oh my god, I gotta do that now, I can't do it. You want to just repeat yourself, just stutter a few times and get it out. So make sure y'all do that. Get y'all somebody that'll be easy to practice with, that'll understand that y'all new at it, and then after that y'all ready to go get whoever could look at y'all like the fuck is that. So mess up, something get asked weird, question get fumbled, somebody correct each other and laugh about that motherfucker, keep going. Like with the, you know what I mean? You wanna take that moment. You wanna use that moment. Oh, nigga, shit, keep saying the word fucked up like that. Keep saying it messed up like that. Excuse me, language, Keep saying it messed up. Well, one day the train made a sudden stop outside St. Louis. People like hearing some messed up words. That's why they love Memphis so much. But we can't talk out here. Still spitting out a lot of dirt. What? I mean, shit, everybody in Memphis, certain words you're not going to hear in Memphis correctly at all.
Damn, you know what I noticed?
What you noticed? What else you noticed?
Since when he died, your mother married Sawyer, right? That make it spit? I haven't spoken that little for a long time. I'm really glad you came along.
That's gonna be your thing?
It might be.
Yeah.
Because I caught myself doing it and I was like, oh, heck. Man, I was like, oh.
Shit, whatever happens, happens. Definitely gotta get that shit popping correctly, man.
Definitely unintentionally done. You
guys got a lot in common.
Is that what's going on over here?
What's one thing people always assume about your job that's totally wrong? It's not a family question, but
What's what?
One thing people assume.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
What's one thing people always assume about your job that's totally wrong?
Pop, this is my new friend.
Meaning.
Yeah. That's cool. I get that. Like motherfuckers be calling them HON, or motherfuckers think you just that, or think you just this, or think that, and don't think you smart, don't think you know anything else.
Is there a stereotype to it?
But she understands.
Is there a stereotype?
What you say? How you at?
What's one thing people always assume about your job that's totally wrong?
So it was.
That sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds cool around.
People always say strippers are this or that. You can just say, people ask you
I
what your
mean,
life
see,
outside of being a
what y'all
dancer.
doing? What you about to do right now is what you do on camera. You don't have to do that right now. If you're gonna restate the question, however you gonna restate it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna say what's something that you what stereotype or blah 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 blah. Y'all got the question. Y'all can rephrase it 50 times. I'd rather y'all rephrase it every type of way on every different interview. I'd rather y'all not say it the same exact way every fucking time. So mainly for sure, rephrase it every time. So say it your own way, or whoever's gonna ask it this day, you know what I mean? Say it your own way. Say it your own. You know. So yeah, so y'all ain't gotta do that shit right now, bro. Don't change y'all shit up. If y'all agree with the questions, just redo that then. If y'all don't, fuck it. Let's erase it.
So we got two basic questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions together. One family man. I don't know. So
Oh yeah, what I said yeah.
The what question? The one what?
The beforehand, the family, the question beforehand.
Is there anything tragic that happened to
Ah,
you?
yeah. Yeah, nah, that just ain't, that ain't no number question. That's something y'all just gotta go talk to them before. That's something y'all gotta, that's part of y'all contract type shit, your verbal contract. That's something you do wanna talk about, it's something you don't wanna talk about. Because you wanna, eventually y'all wanna get deeper than them questions y'all got. Eventually y'all wanna get deeper. Eventually y'all wanna be able to just ask questions like that. Eventually somebody's gonna get on there and say something so deep that the next person's gonna think that you wanna have that same type of interview. So you will ask her like, do you wanna get this deep or not? So, you know, the next person and the next person is gonna come off the last interview you seen. And they're gonna, your style, what you're gonna ask, that and that, they're gonna judge like your interviews you're doing now. So that's what's gonna form you, gonna have to form you to start asking them, is there anything you want to or not want to, depending on how deep the person before got. The other person, next person might not wanna talk about that much. Even though your audience might want to hear that still, but.
Oh, come on. I listened to those brokers down at the Reading Club. They don't know
The
anything.
two basic ones is Warrior from the West.
Maybe that's why your mom
What's
liked
your
it
name?
to you. Come on, what do you say?
What's your name?
Give
Where
it
you
a
from?
shot. Good decision. We'll talk
And then
about it
we
on the way
have
home. Home? Yeah, I'm gonna move in with you. I'll flip you for the couch.
And how long you been dancing?
Why not?
And how long you been dancing?
Right.
Cause I'm a horse. Is that
How long
what
you
you
been in
said?
the industry
Well, I
for?
knew this would come up eventually. You're a big.
However y'all ask it, that's one of them. However y'all point the question right there.
That's part of the intro.
Well, that, hell no, that's a good question. That's a good by itself question, because that leads to the next question. How long, blah, blah, blah. Well, I started here and I was working at first and blah, 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 and this and that. I mean, that kind of eats all of that up. You can kind of like form questions off the question.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm trying to put it in order.
so yeah, that,
Decided to take my offer.
yeah, that gotta be somewhere in the beginning though.
Mm-hmm.
Not the intro, but like after the intro.
So first question is, what made you?
Or that need to be like, you know, after a motherfucker tell you a little bit that they, what's going on, this and that. After at least a third question. They tell you a little bit, then you ask them, so how long you been doing this shit?
Well, the third question would be name, where you from?
But you gotta tell them that they've been doing it before you just ask how long. And you gotta, you know what I mean? First second question gotta be at least about that shit. Tell them what the subject is about, basically, before you say how long. You get what I'm saying? You don't get what I'm saying?
Tell them what the subject is.
Yes, they need to be knowing that y'all talking about y'all first one interview. Y'all can't just come off saying, "So how long you been there?" And you gotta talk about dancing and all of that shit first. So
So
get to the question, how long you been doing?
the first question would be what made you become a part of the stripper world, and then the second question, where did you work at before you became a dancer?
And then how long to be in that little thing
How
until
long have you planned to dance, and are you currently still dancing?
like
How
that
long?
type shit.
Get him out of here, Osborne.
How
I
long?
don't care what it takes.
Have you?
Get him out of here and I'll give you
How long have you
something.
how long have you planned to dance, and are you currently still dancing?
What do you say?
Like, meaning, like, I want to know how long they've been dancing already, or like how long they've been dancing.
Yeah. How long have you been dancing? Like, as if you stopped,
Right back, sweet lips. Just
and are you
gotta make a
currently
quick call.
still dancing? Still. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one of them, y'all can rephrase it however y'all want to though.
How long have you?
If we don't tell him that Microcorp is gonna make a takeover bid for Ventura in the next hour, we stand to lose a lot of money.
Fourth one,
Ventura is gonna clean up.
what's the biggest bag you've ever made?
Be right back, folks. Boom, 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 boom.
What's the biggest thing?
The other ones are, has the journey been good for you since dancing? Do you regret it? Do you regret ever dancing? Did it affect you in a good or bad way? Have you ever been pimped out? Has a customer ever stalked you? Have you done any drugs? If so, what have you done, and did you like it? What's one thing people always assume about your job is totally wrong? And those are the rest. So, after what's the biggest bag you've ever made, what question do you think will go
He
next?
just dumped a big wad into Ventura. Ventura? What's it going for?
Yesterday was a robust.
Today, Osborne, today. That's the company Ted was supposed to call about a takeover bid.
I mean, pretty much,
Fine, Osborne. Buy whatever you can get.
Say it again?
we pretty much got the generality of it.
On a goose if you
So
know that.
that would probably be like either a more serious question or kind of like you said, a funny one funny.
So we got two more questions.
Can I cheat?
I don't know, ChatGPT.
So why do
I
you think I'm
wasn't
gonna
coming
cheat
up
with
with
that?
it.
But like I've seen interviews already like of dancers and stuff, and it was very interesting. Like the way what they ask stuff, but
I don't know.
dancer interview. You said I'm vain, girl.
Cause I don't know how to put it into a better way of asking it or wording it. And some may click if I see some.
Okay. Where is that interview? Okay,
What's
so
your favorite outfit to perform in, and your least favorite?
well,
It's just
how would you describe? How would you answer that? You can't really answer that. to look for a video I have seen of some interview of some dancer. She was homeless.
She was homeless?
Yeah.
I didn't stop dancing.
She danced and she was homeless or something. She was like stoned at that point.
I got them price got me tired being outside. So, when y'all want to get that shit started by Tuesday? Next week? Top of the week?
Yeah.
Top of Monday, Tuesday. How many girls y'all know right now that can be there?
I don't know.
What's up, bro? Come on. Oh, bro. Oh.
No one, she literally talks to herself.
Who?
She be sending, Lola, she has sent herself 20 messages.
What y'all talking about?
To me. You see how she just messages.
We talking about the three girls that she had said earlier that would be perfect. She said that the girl annoys her. So.
Hold on, what's that?
And then I told her, I was like, girl, you live on the side and I never
Where the remote?
And she's like, ha ha ha, yeah. And then she just keeps sending me stuff. Like she don't stop.
Be that girlfriend. Quit playing.
I was like, bro. No, bro. She's too much. She has forced herself to live in me.
Hold on.
The words she
Hold on,
recorded.
Elijah. What? What's up? I ain't looking at it.
You just rewind at the TV.
I know, I was listening to something.
I was looking at the numbers on microdynamics, and they look quite nice.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, but you good to me.
You know what? I'm thinking that's Jay-Z. That's fucking Little Richard, right?
Yes.
That's not James Brown, bro.
No, that's
Yeah, I thought that was just a man for that song, bro.
looking at the numbers on
That's Q's favorite song.
they look quite nice.
Q! Your favorite song on Tutti Frutti. So what y'all was getting at?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What y'all was getting at? Y'all was
You
saying something.
doing anything on Friday night if you like to go
So y'all finished with that shit? Y'all ready?
Yeah, two more questions.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Some more questions.